So going for the dual utility there, instead of just having the one player that you normally see buying up towards it. The one molly going to be used pretty early on here. One of the smokes being utilized as well. In fact, pretty much all that utility is going to get tossed out right from the start. Stewie saves one molly for when they actually get into the site, I believe, but that's it. Other than that, they've used everything just to get through mid without having to deal with any response. And now they're into the site. They're going to go for some of these initial kills if they can. Rise gambled and had quite a few players stacked over towards B, and because of that, now they're going to be outwitted. But look at this, Dazzle in mid getting the 2 headshots there. Quick kills for him. Ace picking up 2 as well. It's just on Swag now, and he goes down to Dazzle as well. That's quick control from Rise again in the initial pistol round. For what they have, they've already used quite a bit of it, down to just 2 smokes on Tarek and Stewie. They use the safety smoke in mid so that they can safely go up across, get themselves up towards Cat, but they lose one player in the process of picking up that early kill. Ace, though, taking a bit of a risky move, the dry peek out into mid with a scout. VSA not even really trying to challenge this too much. He's paying attention to his steps to see if he can catch anyone there. But there we go. Finds one on Tetris. Skadoodle goes down. They cancel the plant so that Rush can get that quick trade. And now Spike falls back a little bit further into Palace after he's been hit. Finally committing to the plant here. They'll be able to go for that, but here comes Dazzle's flank. He pushes in, puts down Rush, brings this down to a 3v2. Swag having to burst out, trying to trade over towards Ace, but they're not able to really find it there. He's still going to stay alive at the 20 HP. Cloud9 push back in here now. Swag is going to drop down, looking for the kill into Dazzle, but Dazzle holds again. Another double kill for him. He's going to look for the triple in a second if he can get it, as Ace is still stuck in the corner. But now, Jonji helps out from Connector. He's able to take down Stewie. He's going to be ready for this push into the site. In fact, he could multi-frag here in a big way. He's got one. Knows there's more on the way, but he gets flashed out, so he does it to fall back. It's going to put the pressure back on the player playing to get right, and there's another pickup for Moose. Jonji take out another one too, but good swing from Skadoodle. He's able to strafe his way into the site, where he picks up not just 1, but 2 kills against both Moose and Jonji. It's left down to Skadoodle. He's got his weapon of choice, the op in hand. He's going to try to play it aggressively. That Molly's still in the way, though, so it's going to make it a bit more difficult for him to play it out. But over to the window, looks for one, the quick scope in on the VSA, and now he's got this down to a 1v2. Over to Cat for another one, and just 1 remains for the ace here for Skadoodle. Can he pull it off, or is Ace himself going to deny the ace? That would be irony in itself. Ace does not want to make that move, and I mean, Skadoodle's wasted a lot of time here. That's the only key, but the peek comes out. Both players miss. Skadoodle's going to use this opportunity as a chance to go for the planter, at the very least fake it. Smoke from the CT. It's a good play from Ace so far. Skadoodle finally committing as Ace tries to lurk around him and even trades out the op to go over to an M4 now. Skadoodle still expecting him to flank left side. That's not the case. And Ace now is going to walk up. Skadoodle has managed to dodge him for right now. I'm not sure if he saw him peek in a moment ago. Moving in, catches him, and he denies the ace. And Cloud9 are going to be pressuring inside of there. Like he said, Ace smokes to cover off the site. There's actually not a whole lot of presence in the site because Rise put their focus back towards mid again. So Dazzle is going to be mainly just waiting for that smoke to fade away. He's not actually going to directly challenge the push inside. And VSA also attempting to spray through that as him and I think Jonji changed positions. He's playing towards Ticket now. And Jonji went over towards mid in this round specifically. So he's playing towards Connector now as he's rotated off of mid. They're still a little bit worried about players pushing in from mid, but there's no one there. They're all on the site. And VSA is going to get great evidence of that now as he picks up the double kill. Players pushing against him. The others are going to start to push their way back up to the site, but Swag catching one more. He's going to look for others. However, he's going to be taken down by Moose as he finds that frag. Potentially more for Moose to pick up here too, as there's still CTs, or Ts I should say, sitting way back up T-ramp. But now that it's just Tarek, he's going to be pushed away. Another very close call for Cloud9.
Trade weapons as well.
Now Ace is going to try to take that aggressive position, but the timing on it doesn't work out this time. Stewie not only gets revenge for how he died in the last round, but also takes down Dazzle too. Cloud9's going to be walking right into it. They are taking it in a pretty slow way, but I highly doubt VSA can do much to stop this solo right now, especially with that molly there. He's got to be very careful. He does try to molly forward into the plant spot. They put a smoke on top of that, though. It burns out part of it. The opera over here, Moose, is going to try to peek into it, but he's denied pretty quickly. Same can be said for VSA. Now it's just down to Jonji in a 1v4, and there's nothing he can do. Finally, after 9 rounds straight for Rise, Cloud9 are going to find themselves on the board, and Jonji even gets dropped, trying to run away with the op. Cloud9 just, oh my goodness, what is this?
Fastest round in history.
As if he sticks around, it is looking like Swag is going to push against him. So we'll see if he's ready for this. This will all come down to timing. Ace pushing back out, and there we go. Gets the kill on his Swag. He's happy with that. And a little fall back further into the site just to take up his normal position by Ticket. Obviously seeing that might sound some alarms, however. And oh, Ace just missing. What was the push back inside from Connector there? If he'd stayed scoped in for another minute or for another second or so, he might have been able to see those players coming up on top of the steps. But now Cloud9 push in, get quick control of both the outside of Connector at stairs and jungle. And they're going to try to hold this here so that the rest of their players can also push back in over on ramp. They have one more threat coming back in through Connector. It's quickly traded back out as Dazzle picks up the kill onto Rush. But VSA finding more. Ace trying to push back in now to deny the push from jungle. He's going to get it. 2v1 left alive. Skadoodle trying to trade it back here as they fight next to each other. Skadoodle trying to wrap around his opponent there, Ace, but doesn't work out. 4 AKs and the op still for Skadoodle. Specifically, it's going to be much heavier, much faster up towards mid, but look at this, it's an absolute massacre at the hands of both Moose and Dazzle. They rip the entire hit to shreds, and the last two now trying to push in. Swag gets the kill against Jonji, and he gets the second kill as well, despite the low HP. Nicely held by Swag. At the very least, they get into the site and bring this down to a 2v3. The heavy lifting is once again going to have to be done by Skadoodle, though, as he gets pushed on from Cat. Doesn't realize it's coming in, but down at 5 HP. Hits the first kill, goes down to the second. Now it's down to Swag alone in a 1v2 with that 11 HP. He's already got 2 before. And he's going to have to find 2 more. VSA and the others pushing against him, just plastered on top of that default plant spot right now, trying to hold on to his life. Lines it up, but can't get the kill quickly enough. VSA will win it out against him. Rise is going to go for a big 5-man push into the apartments, but look, Cloud9 has a double stack in here. They know it's coming. Tarek just peeks it as well. Goes in, finds Dazzle. Already knocking out one member of Rise. That took some balls from Tarek, but Stewie sitting back. They thought that Dazzle was going to be the only one sitting up inside there. It's not the case. Now more of them trying to push back out. It's down to Ace. He goes down so quickly. And Cloud9 take fast control. But I don't think they're going to mind that too much. Yeah, they're going to push out anyway. But Stewie's here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy for Stewie. No problem whatsoever. Just VSA sitting alive here in the back. Stewie, oh, he wanted that Ace so bad. But he ran out of ammo, so Rush took it from him. Ace is out quickly on mid. Doesn't realize Tarek's pushed up yet. Tarek's still in a safe spot to on that second wall, but oh, just barely peeks it out of the corner there. He's able to get 1 kill, quickly fall back behind the molly, get himself to safety. Skadoodle catching another one back over there as he aggressively pushes inside of Palace too. So already Rise was actually, I think, watching out for something like that so that his teammates could cleanly get up the boost here. And now Jonji's got himself in window room. He's going to get ready to sneak over here towards the rat hole too. I think he saw the leg of Tarek, so he knows someone's out there. He doesn't want to take the risk on directly peeking it because Tarek's already ready for it. Tarek knows he probably won't go for it either, but the problem is now dazzling the other 3. They push themselves out. Skadoodle trades on the 1. He's got 2 more stuck up against the wall. Gets the second. Close up, though. He'll go down to Jonji, but Tarek arrives just in time to save the day. Cloud9 still splitting their players up evenly. They're not going to try to do anything crazy here. Just Swag underneath the platform. Skadoodle in window. He misses that first initial shot, but Molly takes down Dazzle. Ace is there for the response. It's going to knock him out. So down goes the Opera from the CT side. Next up is Rush, waiting over here by Connector. There is a smoke at the bottom part, so someone like Jonji's not going to be able to push in. However, Ace can test his luck against Rush and see if he'd be able to take him out. There's another peek in the back, too, but it took Ace too long to realize that he was there and actually out in the open. So Rush is actually going to be allowed to fight against Jonji as now he pushes back in. Great distraction from Swag, taking out Moose there. And now Jonji, when he moves in, he's able to take down Rush, bringing it back down into a 3v3. Jonji continues that fight, pushing forward, and VSA also picks up a kill. So just Tarek now back at CT. Realistically, it's going to be tough for him to try and clutch this 1v3, but he's going to go for it regardless. Quickly knocks out Jonji. He's thinking about it. He's going back and forth right now between the safe position and actually up to the site. There's nobody peeking from him at the original angles, though. It's going to be 1 at steps and 1 behind the triple that you can already see on your screen. It's VSA in the back there. Yeah, and he doesn't check the steps, so Ace just sits at the bottom. This time it won't necessarily be the case. He's going to hide, actually, Tarek is. I think they're going to try to play together. Yep, Swag just spotted it. He calls it to Tarek, but Tarek just gets destroyed by Jonji on the way in. Now it's Swag's turn to fight, but he can only get 1. Moose, however, accidentally knocks out Ace in the process, so it's still an even trade at the end of the day. Rush here inside of Market. Stewie went way too aggressively out onto the side, so he got taken down by VSA. The advantage went back into the control of Rise after that kill. Has now left us down to a 2v3. There's no real utility left on either Rush or Skadoodle either. So they don't have a great way to get out and fight here. Skadoodle peeks, doesn't expect to find a player peeking him there, and Rush in the open suffers the same fate. Great round from Jonji, closing out on those last couple kills, and once he sees the smoke getting popped off and he sees all these nades moving in, he knows it's going to be a play for this site. Tries to spray into it, but now has given away his position. He's stuck here. He's going to be completely surrounded. There's smokes coming off the rest of the site. VSA even burns out Rush somewhere else on the map. Skadoodle's the only one that's gotten in trade so far. Tarek and Swag just trying to spray in through Cat there, but they're completely boxed out of the site as they were playing into B. So there's not a whole lot that can be done. It's a 2v4. I mean, Rise just had to use their basic utility as well, so they still have flashes, another nade sitting on Ace. It's not really winnable, so Cloud9 are going to back up and save. Semi-decent buy here as they've been able to force into it with 4 rifles. Just Stewie going to be on a CZ. He's playing close up, but he gets instantly wrecked by Junji on the entry there. Skadoodle's able to trade at the trip stack, but he's going to be pushed up now, taken down by Dazzle. Rush doing great damage to one player and knocking out another, but he'll be traded by Moose. And now this goes down to a 3v2. Once again, Swag and Tarek trying to clutch this back out for the Cloud9 roster. Swag is going to be making the push forward around the corner. Tarek specifically stuck inside of jungle here, though, so he's actually going to back up, group up with Swag, and see if they can make a push back into this site from CT somehow. Nice that setup. There's still a smoke in the way here, too. And Swag just trying to nade the corner. No one's there. No one's waiting for them, so that nade goes to waste. As they push back in, goodbye to Tarek very quickly. Swag tries to hold on, but the molly burning around him. It's not going to happen, guys. Rise Nation takes quick control of map number 2.